Doctor explains. The best vegetables for diabetics to reverse high blood sugar naturally. Hello uncles, aunts, and friends watching the program. I am Dr. David, a geriatrician, and I know that keeping blood sugar stable can sometimes feel like an endless battle where you are a lonely soldier. There are days when you have tried your best to diet, giving up your favorite bowl of white rice, giving up sweet pieces of fruit, but your readings still fluctuate abnormally. It makes your body exhausted, your eyes start to blur, and numbness in your hands and feet appears every night. But stop for a moment and listen to me. What if I told you that the most powerful weapons to master glucose are not in expensive pill bottles, but are sitting right in your refrigerator or at your local vegetable stall? Today we are not talking about harsh diets. We will talk about science. How to choose 9 strategic vegetables to help the body heal itself from the cellular level. This is not just eating to be full, but eating to talk to insulin and awaken the youthful energy that has been forgotten. Before we explore the first vegetable, David has a sincere invitation. If you want to master your health instead of letting disease master you, please take 3 seconds to click the subscribe button and the notification bell icon. This is how we build a community of healthy seniors, where knowledge is the most precious medicine. And do not forget to leave a comment with the name of the city or country where you are watching from. David really wants to know how far our community is spreading around the world. Vegetable 1. Broccoli. Broccoli is not just a green vegetable for decoration. In the medical world, it is considered a natural chemical factory. The most important compound here is sulforaphane. Clinical research has shown that sulforaphane has the ability to reduce fasting blood sugar levels by up to 10%. Imagine, just by adding broccoli to your plate, the next morning you wake up with a better reading without needing to increase your medication dose. It works by preventing the liver from producing too much glucose, a common problem in people with type 2 diabetes. Why is it so important? Miracle fiber. 1 cup of broccoli provides about 5 g of fiber. This fiber layer, when entering the intestines, will form a mesh to prevent sugar from being absorbed too quickly. This eliminates insulin spikes, the main cause of insulin resistance and rapid aging. Kidney protection shield. One of the biggest fears for people with diabetes is kidney failure. The compounds in broccoli help reduce oxidative stress in the glomeruli, support toxin elimination, and prevent signs of albuminuria, protein in the urine. Do not overcook it until it is mushy and loses its nutrients. Steam it lightly, roast it with garlic, or sauté it gently with olive oil. Every piece of broccoli you eat is a signal sent to every cell. Rest assured, I am protecting you. Vegetable 2. Spinach. More than 70% of people with diabetes are severely deficient in magnesium. This is a silent disaster. Imagine insulin is the key, and the cell is the lock. Without magnesium, that key is rusted and cannot open the door to bring sugar in to feed the cell. Sugar gets stuck in the blood, while the cell is hungry for energy. Nerve recovery. Spinach is very rich in alpha-lipoic acid ALA. If you often feel tingling like ants crawling or burning feet at night, peripheral neuropathy, ALA is the nutrient that helps repair damaged nerve sheaths. Vision support. Besides magnesium, it also contains lutein and zeaxanthin to help protect the retina from the attack of high blood sugar, helping your eyes stay clear. Vegetable 3. Tomato. Why as a geriatrician do I care about tomatoes? Because about 70% of diabetic patients will eventually encounter cardiovascular problems. High blood sugar is like shards of broken glass, scratching and hardening the blood vessel walls. Lycopene, the red pigment in tomatoes, is a powerful antioxidant. It helps soften vessel walls, reduces arterial stiffness, and lowers bad cholesterol, LDL. Doctor's secret. Do not eat them completely raw. This is something few people know. Lycopene in tomatoes is tightly bound to the cell structure. If you eat them raw, the body only absorbs a small part. But when cooked with a little fat, like olive oil, lycopene becomes 5 times more powerful and easier to absorb. Therefore, a bowl of hot tomato soup or homemade tomato sauce is exactly the tonic for your heart and liver. Vegetable 4 and 5. Cabbage and cauliflower. Cabbage. The enemy of chronic inflammation. Diabetes is essentially a continuous state of low-level inflammation. Cabbage, especially red cabbage, contains high levels of anthocyanin, which helps extinguish these inflammatory sites. In addition, it is extremely good for the gut microbiome, helping you digest better and avoid bloating often caused by the side effects of diabetes medication. Cauliflower. The star of starch replacement. This is a great discovery for people with diabetes. Do you crave white rice or mashed potatoes? Grind cauliflower finely. It has a similar texture but only 1/10 the amount of carbs. It also contains choline, an essential nutrient that helps the liver metabolize fat, which is extremely important because most people with type 2 diabetes have fatty liver. Vegetable 6. Zucchini. This vegetable contains a lot of water and pectin, a soluble fiber that helps with laxation and prolongs the sugar absorption time. It is very light on the stomach, suitable for light dinners. Vegetable 7. Asparagus. This is the most abundant natural source of chromium. Chromium helps increase the sensitivity of insulin receptors by 10 to 20%. In addition, glutathione in asparagus is called the king of anti-aging, protecting your kidneys from the destruction of time. Vegetable 8. Bell pepper. Many people think oranges have the most vitamin C, but bell peppers are the champion. Vitamin C helps strengthen blood vessels and reduces systemic inflammation by up to 30% without the harmful fructose found in fruit. Vegetable 9. Mushroom. Contains beta-glucans, a special fiber that not only helps lower fasting blood sugar by 12% but also activates the immune system, helping people with diabetes get sick less often or avoid wound infections. Dear aunts and uncles, we have just gone through a journey of exploring 9 types of super vegetables. As you can see, controlling blood sugar does not necessarily have to be an ordeal with bland food. Nature has given us wonderful medicines. We just need to know how to bring them into our meals intelligently. If you have watched until this moment and feel this knowledge is useful, please do David a favor. Please comment the phrase, "I have finished watching part 1. This is not only support for David, but also helps the algorithm bring this video to many other seniors who are struggling to find a way out of diabetes. And do not leave yet. This is only halfway. If in the previous part we explored the 9 rescue vegetables for blood sugar, then in part 2 we will enter the implementation phase. Knowledge without action is just empty theory. I want you not only to understand, but also to know how to turn those vegetables into delicious, high-class meals right in your own kitchen. That we will together decode why breakfast is the fatal point and how to eat as well as in a 5-star hotel while your blood sugar remains calm as a lake. Prepare your pen and paper, because the upcoming recipes will completely change your life. Dear aunts and uncles, there is a famous saying, eat breakfast like a king. But for people with diabetes or prediabetes after age 70, this saying needs to be understood in a different way. The king here is not about eating a lot, but about eating very smartly. Morning glucose shock. After a long night of 7 to 8 hours of rest, our bodies are in an empty state and extremely sensitive to insulin. Many of you have the habit of eating a bowl of sticky rice, a loaf of white bread, or a bowl of noodles with sweet broth. What happens? The refined starch from these dishes will be converted into sugar very quickly. At this time, your blood sugar will skyrocket like a rocket. The body frantically secretes insulin to pull the sugar down. And what is the result? A free fall. Only after 1 to 2 hours, blood sugar drops sharply, making you feel shaky, dizzy, tired, and craving snacks terribly in the middle of the morning. That is the trap. A proper breakfast for people with diabetes must act as a protection shield. It must be designed to slow down sugar absorption, provide sustainable energy, and especially help insulin work effectively from the very first hours of the new day. If you control breakfast well, you have won 50% of the battle to control blood sugar for the day. To help you no longer have a headache thinking about what to eat this morning, David has selected 5 menus that are not only good for blood sugar but also extremely delicious. Menu 1. Mediterranean vegetable scrambled eggs. This is my favorite breakfast. This dish is a perfect combination of protein, fiber, and good fats. Spinach. As mentioned in the previous section, it provides magnesium, the key to opening the cell door for sugar to enter. Tomato. Brings a light sour taste, and lycopene protects the heart. Olive oil. This is the secret. Olive oil acts as a brake, preventing sugar from entering the blood too quickly. How to make. Sauté vegetables and tomatoes lightly with olive oil, then beat in the eggs. A breakfast rich in umami, creamy, and completely safe. Menu 2. Cauliflower breakfast bowl. Do you crave a hot bowl of porridge or cereal? Try replacing it with finely shredded white and green cauliflower. When you use cauliflower as a base instead of rice or wheat, you have directly cut out bad starch. Addition. Add a poached egg so the rich egg yolk melts into the cauliflower, along with a little grated cheese. Cheese provides calcium and fat to help protect the nervous system, preventing the common numbness in hands and feet. Menu 3. Fake hash browns from zucchini and turkey. Traditional hash browns are the enemy of blood sugar. But David's version is different. Zucchini. Cut zucchini into small pieces to create a light crunch. Zucchini is rich in pectin, which helps stabilize blood sugar very well. Turkey or chicken breast provides a pure source of lean protein. Protein helps you feel full longer, avoiding the feeling of being hungry in the middle of the session. This is the solution for those who are often tired and sluggish after breakfast. Menu 4. Savory chia bowl. Forget the sweet chia bowls with honey or fruit. Try the savory style. Chia seeds, when soaked in water, will create a special gel layer. This gel layer wraps around sugar molecules in other foods, preventing them from jumping into your blood suddenly. Mix chia seeds with Greek yogurt, unsweetened, cherry tomatoes, and spinach. Probiotics from yogurt will support the digestive system, which is often slowed down by diabetes medication, helping you get rid of gas and bloating. Menu 5. Cabbage wraps. Use large cabbage leaves, lightly blanched to soften, to make a shell instead of bread or tortillas. The filling inside is fried eggs and avocado. Avocado is the only fruit that people with diabetes should eat regularly because it is rich in good fats, extremely beneficial for the cardiovascular system and the brain. This dish is crunchy, rich, provides enough vitamins, and the starch amount is almost zero. I often hear patients complain, "Doctor, dieting is so boring. It's just boiled food over and over." Dear aunts and uncles, diabetes is not a death sentence for your taste buds. Let David guide you on how to turn cheap ingredients into luxury dishes with costs from only $100K to $150K for the whole family. Recipe 1. Roasted red cabbage steaks with garlic butter. At first glance, this dish looks as luxurious as a beef steak in a French restaurant. Ingredients. 1 red cabbage, very cheap. Cut the cabbage into thick circles about 2 centimeters thick. How to cook. Brush butter mixed with minced garlic on both sides. Sprinkle with a little feta cheese. Roast at high temperature until the edges of the cabbage are charred and emit a passionate aroma. Benefits. Red cabbage is rich in anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that help your blood vessels become more flexible, fighting the destruction of high blood sugar. Recipe 2. Zucchini boat stuffed with ricotta cheese. Use the natural shape of zucchini to create a sophisticated dish. How to cook. Cut zucchini in half. Scoop out the core to create a boat shape. Stuff with a mixture of ricotta cheese mixed with spinach and garlic. Bake until the cheese melts and turns golden brown. Benefits. The rich taste of cheese blends with the freshness of zucchini to create a high-class taste experience. This fat helps your blood sugar stay extremely stable. Recipe 3. Cauliflower crust pizza. Who says people with diabetes have to quit pizza? We just need to change the crust. How to cook. Grind cauliflower finely, squeeze out all the water, mix with an egg and cheese to make the crust. Bake until firm, then layer fresh tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and basil on top. Benefits. You still get to enjoy your favorite pizza but without any starch from wheat flour. Lycopene in cooked tomatoes will protect the blood vessels and heart for you. Recipe 4. Broccoli soufflé. A French dish that requires sophistication but the ingredients are very simple. How to cook. Mix finely chopped broccoli with egg yolks and cheese. Then, beat the egg whites until stiff and gently fold them in. Bake in the oven until the cake puffs up and turns golden. Benefits. This dish is soft, smooth, melts in your mouth, and is very suitable for seniors with weak digestive systems or weak teeth. Sulforaphane from broccoli will help lower fasting blood sugar effectively. Recipe 5. Mediterranean stuffed bell peppers with chicken. This dish is vibrant in color and full of nutrients. How to cook. Choose large bell peppers. Stuff with shredded chicken breast mixed with spinach and feta cheese inside. Then bake. Benefits. Roasted bell peppers provide many times more vitamin C than oranges, helping to strengthen blood vessel walls and increase insulin sensitivity. This is a perfect dinner to help your A1C index always stay in the safe range. Dear aunts and uncles and friends, today is not simply about sharing vegetables or cooking recipes. What David wants to send most deeply is freedom. What is freedom here? It is freedom from dependence on high-dose medication, freedom from the obsession with scary complications like blindness, kidney failure, or limb amputation. And most importantly, it is the freedom to enjoy life, to enjoy delicious meals with children and grandchildren without fear. Every bite you put in your mouth from today is a choice. Do you choose to nourish disease or choose to nourish life? David believes that, through what we have shared, you have enough weapons and faith to choose life. If you have followed until these final moments, David is extremely grateful and appreciative. Please do David a small favor. Comment the phrase, "I have finished watching both parts," and let David know. Which recipe or vegetable do you like best? David will directly read and answer everyone's questions. Do not forget to click the share button for this video. Who knows? One touch of yours will save the health of an old friend or a relative who is also struggling in the darkness of diabetes. I wish you all to always keep your spirits high, eat well, live healthy, and completely master your life. I am Dr. David. See you in the next healthy living journeys. Goodbye and wish you a peaceful life.